I'm Pakistani and you watching Mr. Pakistan. After today's video, I will teach you and show you how you cannot make oscilloscope. Since previous video, one month ago I uploaded a video from that video I made on LG monitor, CRT monitor. That video I say I made oscilloscope in the next video. I am busy, so I not have to make a video time. So I think why not first I try myself to make oscilloscope. If it is I can make it, then I made a video in afterwards. Since most of times projects will be failed, since I am trying this kind of experiment is my first time in my life. Since this is oscilloscope project I not worked before, so that's why just for testing I already tried this. I mean 2 or 3 weeks ago tried to make oscilloscope, but I failed it. Now I tell what I tend to do that time, and now what is the next plan to make oscilloscope, proper oscilloscope in the future. Now right now monitor is running. First turn off monitor for air in this socket. This time it is not good idea to turn on first monitor before working with monitor or CRT TV, since it stole a charge. So first discharge and then use, or keep away from monitor for a couple of time without touching and then do the work. But in case I made a video, I will do it quickly without discharging. Just for video, never try to work with without discharging the monitor or CRT when working, or not leave the monitor from, if you have not idea to discharge, not have idea how to discharge the monitor then or TV, then leave TV monitor for 1 day before to inside, before turning on the power. Now we have the back side of the CRT. Now this is the dosing tile, this is a picture tube, and this is a yacht tile, which is basically contain 2 tiles. I did not touch anything. These tiles reflect the beam up and down. Since this is a real electron done here in this bulb here, which makes the electron beam, or also known as CRT beam, that was the tube or that was the beam, which is the screen center. And this horizontal plus vertical coils acts as electromagnetic variable electromagnet, which can flip the polarity north south, which can spin the throw left and right and up and down the beam. Since this beam is cathode ray beam, meaning this beam has internal minus charge, it will be attracted by positive charge like the south pole or north pole, depending on the polarity in the coil. So the tube is work. So basically the cathode ray tube or CRT tube is a tube, vacuum tube, which symbols look like this. So there are tube which contain multiple things like pins, base, ether, cathode, grid, pre-accelerating board, quotient anode, accelerating anode, horizontal deflection plate, vertical deflection plate, beam, adverse total first. There are ether inside, which is this cathode, which is a high voltage cathode terminal, which is some sort of chemical protein, which protein thermal admission immediately reactive. When they eat it, there is a thermal reaction start, which generates a light of beam, which form of CRT light wave, cathode ray wave or beam, which can scatter front of the screen straightly. So there is a grid is basically a door, which is also known as a door or wall, which electrically controlled by circuit itself. This grid is job to control how much electron can flow to this beam, how many beam, which is also known as electron flow to this tube. Since we adjust the brightness, we can adjust when we adjusting the brightness, we adjust the voltage for this grid, which can open or close the internal inbuilt door, which can pass or block the ray, which depend how much ray to pass to the picture tube or blocked by the grid. So this is limit the flow of the electron, which electron also known as a cathode ray. And then we, in order to shoot the electron in high speed in the front of the screen, since when electron is generated, the cathode terminal, it is a very slowly move, and when this comes to this pre-exciting bridge, this bridge is energized by a high voltage supply, which can, if you adjust this supply voltage up high or low, it will push the electron more faster or slower more faster to push forward, just like a rocket. It will increase the flow. It's control of speed of the electron, many speed it takes the electron to shoot out for this picture tube to the front phosphorus panel in order to make a picture. Since we know we find a knob inside a TV or monitor which can adjust the focus. So that knob adjusting the voltage for this pre-accelerating anode, which is a positive voltage adjusting between 11 kilovolt to 0 volt to 11 kilovolt, and that just the output focus, meaning flow of electrons. It will flow the pressure of the electrons. So if low pressure electron that flow slowly, then display image is dark. When electron is flow hardly or faster rapidly, it will make more darker picture or more contrast. Then there are focusing anode and accelerating anode altogether. So this focusing anode, the focus the picture in right place or right spot, so increasing positive voltage from circuit with this anode will make a contrast better and better, and less voltage or limit the voltage of this focusing anode will limit the picture quality or limit the picture's quality or contrast. Then there's another accelerating anode. Since this pre-accelerating anode is not enough for one fully focusing or fully settling the light, so there is the two pre-accelerating anode and accelerating anode in parallel to make a more faster or rapid or less lower speed electron flowing movement, which can create picture darker or fade or brighter or contrast adjusting. Then there are picture is shooting in the middle of the phosphorus screen. Since we need a full display, we need to not make a picture in the middle of the screen. Instead, full of the screen, we need two horizontal or vertical tiles. Here we define as a plate, but there are tiles which place opposite direction. So when the cathode there is an electron which is basically cathode electron, meaning an additive electron. So it will be attracted by positive. So this tiles can change the magnetic field by reversing the two tiles polarity. Right, first pin is positive, second pin is negative, second pin is positive, first pin negative. So flipping polarity alternative, that makes north and south. So if north and south, then north will be attracted, north will attract the beam, or south will be repel the beam. So that's why instead beam going in the middle, it will go downwards, forward, leftward, rightward in the four way. But this way it is four directions. But this all process repeats or several times or in the frequency. That's why we can see constant picture in the screen, but it is not a constant picture in the screen. It will continuously beam within the surface of the phosphorus screen and then change its path and then reflect other point and then change the path and then reflect some other phosphorus point. That state, and phosphorus is all that little beam for the purpose of setting. So if beams once hit the phosphorus and then beams go away phosphorus is lit up for a couple of times and other than those dark. That time the other phosphorus piece also be lit up by beam fourteen and beam change to other. So it will shifting the beam in the stream back and forth, and with this all the phosphorus can catch the beam side by side and then mixed up and made a complete picture. If you see camera slow motion, it will not slow motion at the camera by recording the video in the camera with even the CRT or CRT TV or CRT meter, then slow down by video editing software and then see the video and see how it's how it's for. So these are the orange and yellow tiles, vertical tiles, blue, and there is horizontal tile, which is not this motherboard jack. So I carefully remove this jack. Once got that is too tight, so I open with help of plier. Now it's come off gently with my left hand. So this nut is come off. Your tile is totally disconnected. Now turn on the 1 meter again and see the front of the stream. See what magic is. Now I remove your tile and you can see the beam is focused in the middle. So this middle dot, let me touch it. So this dot is a cathode ray beam. Normally cathode ray beam is swinging back and forth and up and down in the fraction of the second, like 100 kilovolts for 1 megahertz speed. It will spin back and forth, so human cannot see these back and forth fluctuation or up and down fluctuation. People see are just random or clean picture, not a moving or flickering thing. If you record a video working monitor in a slow motion and see, then you monitor a TV, then you can see it will flicker about 100 kilohertz frequency. Now horizontal or vertical coil is disconnected, so there is just one spot to change the color RGB sticks. This picture tube is a color picture tube. Now we can turn off again and now check go to the windings inside. So first is a plan main oscilloscope. We then inject the signal into the main your tile itself, which can I change the magnetic field according to my requirement, since my own main circuit or my test signal can inject it by which signal we need to measure, then we can inject into your tile, which in the vertical tile especially, which can produce vertical line, which can those up and down depending on which frequency I can send to give into this monitor itself or this coil itself. Now turn off the power supply again and with the resistance of the vertical or horizontal winding. Just for safety, we need to remove power on wave. Now take a multimeter. Now using a multimeter, although I have analog multimeter, I will test this multimeter with resistance, fixed resistance, to make sure it is this flat value. Now I set this 10 ohm. We set the 10 ohm into here, since I think this vertical winding is a 10 ohm maximum or minimum, may be less than 1 ohm. Let's find out. We have no positive negative, just plug in orange and we can see which goes somewhere. Let's see closely. Somewhere 3, meaning it will give a 10 ohm resistance. Although my meter is not accurate, I will test this meter with a fixed resistance before earlier. So 10 ohm resistance, it will give 3 value, 3 ohm. Similarly, this coil is 10 ohm, it will give 3 ohm, meaning it is correct. It is a 10 ohm. Now we can fix the horizontal coil, which is also less than 10 ohm or equal than 10 ohm or less than 10 ohm. Let's find out. It gives somewhere 1 ohm, but when I test it with fixed resistance, I add a fixed resistor value which is less than 1 ohm, like 500 milliohm, and I also test that resistor with this multimeter and also test these windings, these horizontal windings with the same 1 ohm value, meaning this winding is less than 1 ohm, like 500 milliohm somewhere. So that means if I use these horizontal windings with my circuit or my signal injection input, we need to have either power signal or heavy current or heavy drain signal in order to display. Since these windings get less resistance, mean more current, we need to display the signal. So we cannot use these two windings, leave them just is at is, we remove